Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today I'm gonna showcase you basically a team around Flygon, Shadow Flygon here with a Dragon Tail, which is newly buffed, and I built this Flygon already like I think 2 seasons ago, and I also showcased it on YouTube and said, okay, this thing is actually garbage, please don't build it with Mudshot. I played it there. It was horrible. It was just like one of the worst Pokemon I played there. It had like no bulk, it did no damage because a quick move does no damage, and of course Dragon Claw is not like the craziest move. So now with the Dragon Tail buff I thought maybe I just revisit that and see how it goes, and let me tell you, this thing is like completely broken. Like this is the one I think recently I played which made the most fun for me. This thing was just like so amazing. You're gonna see a lot of cool stuff with this thing today. It was just so crazy good. Like, not gonna lie, I hated it. Like, I don't recommend it with Mudshot, even though it got recommended with Mudshot and P-Poke and stuff like that. In my opinion, it's just way worse with that. But with Dragon Tail in the lead, this thing is like so cool. You're gonna see me like Dragon Tail through a lot of things, and it's just like so much fun to play it like this. It's just, you see the raw damage on this thing, and yeah. We play a double XL backline, which people don't really like. You're gonna see a video from me tomorrow, which is gonna be 3 not XL Pokemon with 10k Stardust charge move unlock, which I played in 2700 rating, as we got to 2700 plus with this team. And the team still kind of worked out, so we're gonna take a look at a non-XL team tomorrow. Spoiler, gonna be a lot of starters, because you kind of have to have something that basically gives you an advantage against the XL Pokemon, which is gonna be like good C-Day move. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, back to the team. We have Stunfisk in the back and Politoad in the back. Both of them had a lot of events around them, so you could have easily got them if you played a lot there. I think I have like for Stunfisk like 166 LK left, and for the Politoad like 77, so I not even close for me with the XL candy. So you should definitely be able to get them just by playing if you played recently. Otherwise, like, of course there are alternatives, but they are like not as good at those. What you kind of want is always 2 answers for Ninetales in the back. One good Say-Swap, which is the Politoad, and like I'm using the G-Fisk as the Pokemon in the back. And basically, what you're also basically gonna get out with the Politoad is a Grass type, which you also don't really want to face out the G-Fisk and stuff like that, but you can kind of Dragon Tail most of them down. And yeah, this team worked like really well for me. What I would recommend you is not wasting an Elite TM on the Politoad. Politoad does not need the Earthquake. Not gonna lie. Like here it's like the only matchup basically where it maybe needs the Earthquake and maybe gave me a small advantage. But usually I always missed Blizzard. Blizzard is just way better here. Don't waste the Elite TM. I waste that because it's a rank 1, and I thought, okay, this might be so much better because people recommended. I wouldn't say so. I say Blizzard is a better move, as you can counter Dragonite and stuff like that, which you usually cannot, and which is most of the time more the Say-Swap into you, or like Grass types. So I don't think there's any reason for you to Elite TM Earthquake on it. But back to Flygon. Flygon with Dragon Tail is also a way better matchup against the Talonflame most of the time. As if you face it in the lead, you can go for 5 Dragon Tails and CMP tie on the charge move from him. You wouldn't CMP, I think. You can go for the Dragon Claw and do a lot of damage. You can shield there and you get to the next move as well before him. Like, you always outspeed your opponent. You definitely win in the 2 shields. Just shield all the moves from Talonflame, and Talonflame has to shield the second move already for you, so this is like super good. Here we have a lead I don't really like to see, but it's fine, as my opponent goes into Ninetales here, and we can just counter it with Stunfisk. Actually, like, nearly everybody uses the Powder Snow Ninetales in this league, which is way worse for the Stunfisk, as Stunfisk likes the charm, but not really the ice attacks. So it's not even the best matchup here. I think you can definitely win this if you have a shield advantage as a Ninetales, which is kind of crazy, but that's just how it is. My opponent shields here. I think I still can shield the next rock side before I die, so I'm not gonna shield. And my opponent actually perfectly Sack Swaps into the Scrafty, which I'm gonna counter with my Flygon. And now my Flygon has a move stored against the Ninetales, so the Ninetales has to shield. And it shields and it throws at the same time, which is super good for me. I have basically more shield than my opponent now. I have my Politoad, which I can still use, which resists the damage from the Powder Snow. I'm just gonna throw my move at this point. And my opponent gonna swap out here into a Tentacruel. I made it make a misplay here actually. I think what I should have done at this point is farm up a lot of energy and throw the Weather Ball and then just farm him down. He goes for the Acid Spray 100% here, so I'm not gonna have to shield this thing. What I can do right now is just go for the Earthquake, which I did there, which is not the best play. And I'm gonna try to Sack Swap here. Guess what we got swapped into? A Dazzling Demon with our Steel type. Good game to my opponent at this point. Next opponent we have Flygon against Talonflame. As you can see here, you can go for 5 moves at the thing here. You overfarm a bit, you win CMP against him here. If he goes for the Brave Bird, it's fine. You have to shield here, definitely. Respect the Brave Bird. It has Flame Charge, which is okay for me. He goes into Kingdra. Okay, I can go for Dragon Claw. If he stays in there, you can get to the next move before it gets to another Flame Charge again, which is nice. I'm just gonna get like some damage here, go into my Stunfisk, and I hope that I don't get the debuff, but most of the time I get the debuff. And I get the debuff! Wow! 50% chance. Yeah, I mean, it is bound to happen like every second time. For me, it always feels like it's every time, so... Okay, I think this time is actually not. Yeah, but still. I would like if it's not the first time, because we would have just KO'd him with the Earthquake and we would have been in a way better spot here. I actually saved my Rock Slide there, I don't know why. Oh, it's Bronzong in the back. I can go for a Dragon Claw there, but we still have our Politoad and Politoad. It's actually a really good matchup for me against the Bronzong, so I can just go for the Earthquake. Actually, in case where you want Earthquake. But also, if I just spammed Weather Ball here, I would have won this game as well. But Earthquake definitely just helps a bit that I only have to throw 2 moves instead of like 5 or something. And yeah, my opponent just going to go for the moves right now. Psyshock doesn't really do that much. We're gonna get to the Earthquake. This Earthquake, I think, does not even KO, does it? I think he's first with 1 HP. Nah, okay, that was a different game, I think. Next opponent, we have Flygon against Napoleon. Oh, this is like hard. And here, that's why I mean, why you don't want a Blizzard. You're gonna get hard countered by the Dragonite at this point. This doesn't look really bad for me, as I know that my opponent gonna have the Kingdra in the back. Also a team I showcased before, the double Dragon line, which is super common. But yeah, here we can just hope and pray that we maybe farm him down here and get a lot of energy or something like that. I don't know. But it does not look good. Empoleon in the lead is like horrible. Horrible-ish actually. Like you have some play later on. I don't know. Maybe I should have went into G-Fisk instead. But even then, like, it's difficult. Here I just go for the Earthquake. My opponent still... It chunks very more because his moves are neutral and still is like an integrated move. I hope that he does not know that it's just a bait here, but he does know that it's a bait. I have to shield here, basically. There's nothing I can do at this point. I can just go for the Dragon Claw, my opponent can shield, and then I have to hope that I can farm him down at this point, which will not happen, and my opponent has the Kingdom in the back, and that's going to be a good game. This would have been a way different game if I just had Blizzard on my Politoad. But yeah, I would not recommend the Earthquake there, definitely not. Definitely not. Next game we have... Oh, we have a 9-10 from encounter. But yeah, this team got me to over 2,700 MMR on stream, which was really cool. So, I really enjoyed using this team. But there might be different teams around these Pokemon as well, Flygon there. But Flygon, like, seriously, I kid you not, I say always, like, my honest opinion. I thought Flygon with Mudshot was trash. Like, seriously, as a save swap, as a lead, it was trash. But with Dragon Tail, it's like way better. It's just like so much better, especially as a Shadow. I think Shadow does make a big difference in this case. I think it's still viable as a non-Shadow, but I think you have to play it a bit differently. Because you don't have the crazy damage output, but you can like survive maybe a Hydro Cannon from a Swampert then, or something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna shield because I want switch advantage. And I can double up on the Weather Balls at this point. Which gives me definitely either a shield or switch advantage here. And he goes back in the Ninetales. Which is good for me as I can realign my Stunfisk against this and put him already into the 1 Rock Slide range with 2 Weather Balls here. And now I can realign my Pokemon and see what he has in the back. Okay, just gonna throw his move there, which is fine for me. And we're gonna see that my opponent throws a Weather Ball and tries to get us. No, he does not swap out, which I don't know why. I don't know why, but he just gonna go for the Weather Ball and I can just go for my Rock Slides. Did we already see the lead? Was this game? I don't know. There was like one guy with a Scraftian lead. I don't know whether this game or this game was different. It was not. It was a Talonflame lead. I can just go for the Rock Slides and go into my Flygon, farm him all the way down, and get to the Earth Power against the Ninetale. It's gonna be a good game. This just gonna destroy the Ninetale. There's no way it could survive anything like this. Does like 60% or something, I would guess. We got a Registeel encounter as well from Global League. As you see, we had a lot of positive sets. I think I went only one time, 2 and 3, where I should have won like at least one game, but I got wrecked by Obstagoon with a boost. As we just see Obstagoon here. Obstagoon lead is also way better now, as you're gonna win this in the 2 shields, I think. Or at least you get 2 shields. Depends on how your opponent gonna play, I think. And my opponent gets an extra move and it's so lucky there for me. But still, I can farm him down. And the 1 shields we win. My opponent has a Gengar. I can go into my G-Fisk, which survives moves fast as better. And yeah, maybe I should have went into my Politoad now. I think I'm way more bulky here, so I'm actually gonna go for the Earthquake. Expect him to no shield there and just wanna get like energy off me, but he actually shields, which is kind of threatening. Goes for the Shadow Punch and goes for another Shadow Punch. And at this point, I just want to have my shield actually, because I know I can outspeed him here. And he has a Nidoqueen in the back. This is beautiful. Nidoqueen not even gonna bait me here. I think he's just gonna go straight for the Poison Fang, which is not the right play, as we're gonna be able to farm some extra moves at this point. Keep some energy for one move there for the Gengar. Have a shield for the Gengar. There's nothing in my opponent can do with the Gengar there, and this is gonna be a good game. Politoad gonna sweep here, but winning the lead matchup with Flygon was really important. And next opponent we have Flygon against Obstagoon again. This time we gonna be able. Okay, he just goes straight for the move. We're gonna get like no extra move in there sadly, but we can go for some extra moves. We're gonna shield here. Very interesting. Like, yeah, maybe I should have thrown earlier. My opponent gets the boost, and I'm like, oh no, not again. Oh no. But my opponent just let it go, and I can farm him down, which is good. I can go for the Earth Power right now, which is also solid. Does chunk so much, and now I can realign my Pokemon. No, it depends what he has in the back. So, yeah, the boost there was kind of unfortunate, but still was able to win this matchup as he shielded, no-shielded the Dragonclaw there. And my opponent has a Talonflame in the back. Oh no, oh no. What I'm doing here right now is go to 14 turns, throw my move, and then swap out, because I expect him to already lock in his charge move there, which is a Flame Charge, and I can catch that on the Politoad. That's like kind of a cheeky mechanic that works, sadly. It should not work, but it does work. So I can just go for the Weather Ball at this point, and this is gonna be a good game. I can just shield here. If he goes for the Brave Bird, go for the Brave Bird. There's nothing my opponent can do. If he goes for another Brave Bird and shield this move, I'm so close to a move on my other Pokemon. My opponent just surrenders at this point. Good game there. Next opponent we have Flygon against Stunfisk. Actually interesting matchup. We have like good answers in the back as well, but I'm just gonna stay and see what it goes. He just goes straight for the Rock Slide. This is resisted. I don't know what he's doing. What I'm gonna do here is just gonna go for the bait, as this gonna do good damage. He goes into the Flygon there, not Flygon, the Kingdra there. We can just farm all the way down. We got like shield from my opponent, and we got like energy right now, and I'm an idiot and swap into my Politoad against Altaria instead of the G-Fist, because he's still locked in there. If I had Blizzard, no problem. I don't have Blizzard. I'm an idiot. I hope that he shits. Yeah, just gonna bait the Blizzard at this point. But yeah, this was like a blind swap because I wanted to keep the energy for whatever he has in the back, as I expect him to go into the Stunfisk. But he didn't, so I'm kind of screwed right now. And yeah, he goes for the Sky Attack. I survived that. I'm gonna go for some charge moves here. And I still have 2 shields, which is decent. I'm just gonna try to go into my Flygon at this point, try to get the move off, which I do, and my opponent swaps out on the Stunfisk. What I can do now is go to my own Stunfisk, and I have 2 shields against 0 shields, with a Stunfisk and a Flygon in the back. So there's gonna be like a really solid matchup for me. I can just double shield. If he double baits me, I don't really care. He does not double bait me. I'm just gonna overfarm a bit. Go for the move, gonna KO this, and I think my opponent surrenders after this, as he knows that, yeah, Altaria cannot beat this thing. Next game, we gonna have Flygon against Venusaur. Also a very interesting match, as we don't want to see that in the back with the backline, but we're definitely gonna see that in the 2 shields we would definitely win this match. And I can just go for the Dragonclaw here and also get shields from my opponent. He has to shield this, or she, I don't know. based on the skin of the girl, but that does not really mean anything in the Poké community. I know a lot of guys who have girl skin. But we can just gain switch advantage back here. If he would have shielded, or she would have shielded the second move there as well, we would have gotten close enough that we could have farmed down with the G-Fisk. But now we have a problem, as my opponent has a Galate and Shadow Galate. Yeah, we tried to sack swap there to get close comment on us, but didn't work out. We can go for a Weather Ball at least in time, which gonna put the opponent low. Goes into interesting Pokemon here. Typhlosion. Goes for an extra move, we can go for a Weather Ball here, which gonna KO this thing as well. And now my opponent definitely has no chance at all, because she had to farm me down there, and yeah. We go to two Butters for the last game. Two Butters, one also awesome content creator, streamer from Twitch, who always plays like triple Shadow most of the time. So I expect triple Shadow there, as I saw the Golduck lead there, which was a super fun game there, and just enjoy that. I'm just gonna say thank you for watching this video. I enjoyed using this Pokemon. I hope you're gonna enjoy using this Pokemon as well. I highly recommend you building this Pokemon. You're just gonna go kill the first one, go for the Dragon Claw there. I kill this one as well now with the Earth Power, and we're gonna KO.